Hi, guys. Welcome to some more Real Talk Dog Talk. I'm Tori.
And I'm Barb.
For those of you who haven't joined us before, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at realtalkdogtalk@yahoo.com.
And if you are a regular listener and or emailer, we love hearing from you. Keep those emails coming in.
Yes. So we just want to say we hope that everybody had a really good 4th of July weekend. Hopefully nobody blew off any fingers, toes, dog ears. Also, I hope you had your thunder shirts for your dogs if they need them.
Yeah.
Great time of year to have those on hand.
Yeah. Well, we had, of course, we've talked about Ivan.
Yes.
My Pyrenees, who hid in the basement for 4 days. No eating, pooping, peeing, nothing, just in the corner in the basement.
He wasn't sure if things were going to happen again. Is the house coming down? Is the sky falling?
Yeah.
He
hated fireworks.
Poor guy. Best guard dog ever, though.
As long as you didn't have fireworks.
Yeah, don't bring the fireworks around
when you're robbing my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So just so you folks know, Jojo, Primo Corso Kennels puppy, is here working with Tori.
Yes.
On some separation from her mom and sister and all that. And Tori's also working on some basic obedience, potty training, and kennel training.
Yes.
So you may occasionally, I don't know if this microphone will pick it up or not, but you may occasionally hear a dog crying in the background.
She's not in harm's way.
No, she's unhappy.
Yes.
She has taken, two bunnies, a chew toy and a rope into her kennel.
Yes.
On her own.
Right.
To, I guess, comfort herself and maybe occupy herself. I'm not sure. But still, she seems a little unsettled being in the kennel alone. So we just want to let you folks know that you may hear occasional crying. We do not have a problem. We have a sad dog.
We do. They never like the beginning of kennel training. So it's unfortunate for everybody because I don't want to hear it. And she doesn't want to be in there. So.
Well, and it's important, if you value any of your property during potty training to maybe put them in the kennel when you are not available to watch them. So
yes.
That's what we do as part of the potty training process is kenneling when they're not being watched, and she's not liking it. We just heard her crying, so
got to throw that in there so you guys don't think something's going on.
Yeah.
She's sad.
She is.
She gonna be okay though.
And she is available still. Her purchase fell through due to transportation.
Yeah.
So now we're going into the training process with her, but she's a wonderful dog.
She really is. And, it's hard not to love her having her here, but she has got to go. Okay. My dogs are like, whoa.
Not another one.
Yeah. Jim's real mad at me right now. I don't know if he's talking to me. Where'd he go even?
Oh. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's hiding behind my feet. He's mad at you.
He is. He's like, oh,
not another one.
Me too. I get it. I know.
So she is available, and same process, even though she's older, we go through the application process, and
she'll be socialized with other dogs and people.
Yeah, she's actually exposed to more sounds of town.
Yeah.
When she's here, my area is very isolated and quiet. You hear tractors in the spring and the fall, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So it's really hard as they get older to get them acclimated to, traffic and trains and all that. So this is a great spot for her to get used to a few things, and she is available. She is a little older, but she is getting some training under her belt, and
she's the sweetest girl.
You can contact Primo Corso Kennels if you have an interest, or Real Talk Dog Talk. So Yeah, so we apologize for the crying. I still hear her crying, so I don't know
She
if
is.
you guys can hear that out there or not.
But we're not going to cut that out because that'd just be too much. That's
A lot of
a lot of,
a lot of editing for the
yeah.
crying.
So we'll just give you the disclaimer now.
Yeah.
She's all right. And
So are we.
we're good. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
So now we know.
Yeah. So I was actually got some messages from, I don't know if I have permission to use names, so I'm going to refer to her as Kjo.
Okay.
And she has G-Dog.
Yes.
Which she purchased from Primo Corso Kennels as a puppy.
Yep.
And Kjo was telling me that G-Dog appeared to have allergies, which was kind of surprising to me because we don't really have that in our dogs. And he was on some medication for it, and she switched to a different veterinarian.
Okay.
And this vet told her that he did not have allergies. He had sensitive skin.
Okay.
And this vet recommended I'm getting distracted because now Jojo is howling.
She is. The whining wasn't working, so she switched tactics now.
She's doing a mild and sad howl.
She is. She sounds very sad.
But this vet suggested a antiseptic and antifungal shampoo.
Okay.
And this shampoo also has pads for wiping feet. Okay. If you want to just focus more on the feet than a full bath.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm dancing around the name of it because I can't pronounce it.
Okay. Well, let's try, and then you can maybe spell it.
I can spell it.
I don't know. Yeah, spell it.
Okay. This is really weird. DOUXO capital S with a 3 beside it.
They almost like duo. Is the X silent? I don't know.
Duo S3.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We did find it on Amazon, both the pads and the shampoo. And you're looking at $25-$30 for it. So not outrageously expensive, but I feel like that would be quite a bit less expensive than allergy medicines that aren't really addressing what the real issue is.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they may just have sensitive skin, which in that case, I don't think allergy medication would do that much. It may help to maybe calm some symptoms, but
I think it would help some, but
not.
You're putting medications into their body that they may not need.
Exactly.
And they're expensive. So possibly as an alternative to medications, you can check out the shampoo and see if it's helpful at all to your pets. I don't really have dogs with allergies, but just the fact that it's recommended by a vet makes me really want to try it and see how it would affect my dogs, even just the health of their coat.
Yeah.
If you have all that. Well, okay. I had somebody tell me one time, I don't know if it's true, but I felt it was good. It was a good resource.
Yeah.
That when the snow melts, there's bacteria in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why you'll see your dogs licking and itching their paws.
That would make sense.
More.
Yeah.
At that time of year. So, the pads to me would be something worth checking into if you have a lot of paw licking going on.
Yeah.
But it's not very expensive. And, I think it was a great suggestion.
Well, if it helps with your dog's comfort level at all, I mean, why not?
Right. So, if you're not comfortable just diving into something like that, check with your vet, see what they say. We never want to replace medical information. We're just here to make suggestions, and want to thank Kjo and G-Dog for that suggestion.
Yes, we are, believe it or not professionals.
We're professional something.
We're something.
Okay, so today's topic is something that, I'm kind of surprised. People just don't talk about it a whole lot. You always hear people talking about flea and tick prevention and, that type of thing in the spring. But something that is equally as important and sometimes fatal is heartworms.
Yes. Yep.
And, we're in Minnesota, so we have mosquitoes, believe me.
They are everywhere.
So, we thought we would just bring that up to folks, especially if you're an outdoors person and you have your dog outside a lot. I mean, mosquitoes are everywhere.
They really are. I mean, you can't get away from them no matter where you're at. So.
Right. So, we just thought this would be something that should be brought up.
It definitely should. There's a lot of things, I had to look into it quite a bit because it was something I had not heard a lot about, and I definitely did not know very much, come to find out. So
yeah, we learn a lot just in our own research.
We really do. And, I think it's great. The information is gold sometimes. Just knowing a lot is good.
Soon we will know everything.
We will.
At least about dogs.
At least about dogs, anyway. Which is super, super important information.
It is if you have a lot of dogs.
It is, which we do.
Yeah.
We both have plenty.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are heartworms? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. They are a parasitic roundworm, and they are spread from host to host by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So, gross. Okay. And they're not contagious from dog to dog. So one dog cannot give another dog heartworms, anything like that. It requires the mosquito's saliva.
The bite.
The bite. It's the bite. So it is very dependent on the mosquitoes, which there's jokes in Minnesota about mosquito being the state bird.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind if you live in our area.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other areas that have a lot as well, but and there are I did find out there are mosquito repellent for dogs.
See, I didn't know they made actual mosquito spray or I don't know is it a cream or a spray?
You know what? That's a good question. I should have gone further.
Oh, well.
We'll
save that for next episode.
Yeah,
another episode.
But they have mosquito repellent for dogs, pet safe repellent. So that's something to keep an eye on. That's part of the preventive thing. But heartworms are serious. They can kill your dog. The worms can get to be a whole foot long.
Yeah,
which. I think parasites are just so gross.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just nasty. And they live in the heart, lungs, and blood vessels of your dog.
See, I didn't know about the blood vessels. So, I mean, that was something new to me as well.
Yeah, they're very serious. They kind of get everywhere. It's a really big deal. It can cause lung disease, heart failure, and a lot of damage to other organs also. With it getting into the blood vessels, that's leaves pretty much anything at risk for being infected. And you can get a simple blood test done at the vet to tell whether or not your dog has heartworms. And additional testing might be required to make sure just the severity, how risky is treatment going to be, because there are different types of treatment for it. So, what treatment's going to be best for your specific case.
Right. I think when you're dealing with any kind of parasite, any kind of worm, or I guess any parasite, you have to think about the life cycle.
Yes.
Because just because you get rid of the big ones, I'll call them adult parasites, they have a life cycle where they make eggs and more parasites, and it just keeps going. And I think you have to, when you're looking at the treatment for it, you have to make sure that you're not only killing the existing, but also I'm going to say eggs.
Yeah.
For the for the next cycle coming.
Mm-hmm. And that's, they start with steroids to kind of help with inflammation, comfort level, caused by the worms. Then they give antibiotics, specifically doxycycline. Now I'm gonna say some words, and I'm not sure I'm gonna say them right, but I'm
Apparently,
gonna try.
this is the episode of not being able to pronounce anything.
Yeah, it's true. So you're welcome for the entertainment value in this. But that the doxycycline is used to kill Wolbachia. Don't know if that's how you say it, but it is a symbiote. Also, not sure if that's right. But organism that lives within the heartworm, actually. And without this organism, the heartworm is easier to kill and minimizes secondary inflammation caused by the heartworm. So now the final stage of treatment for heartworms is a specific heartworm preventative.
Okay.
And that's what you were talking about with the stages of life.
Yeah.
You want to, so we're treating this, we're getting rid of the ones that are there, but there could be, there's going to be earlier stages, ones that are in there. So you want to prevent those worms from growing any further and all of that. So,
well, and the thing is if you're living in an area and your dog is frequently exposed to mosquitoes, really you need to think preventative. I mean, just to treat the current problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome, but you need to go that extra step and be preventative for further problems.
Right. Because, say you skip that last step, well, your dog probably is still going to have them, because you didn't catch the ones that were kind of hiding in there, so to speak.
Right.
And one important thing to remember too is, if/when your dog, we hope not when your dog is diagnosed with heartworms, you want to make sure that you put some extra restrictions on their activity.
Yeah.
That's
we were talking about,
yeah. Which, I would not have even with, I guess, any parasite. I guess this kind of surprised me. I never would have thought of it. But with, if they are trying to exercise, run around, do any activity, the heartworms can dislodge and cause clots elsewhere in the body.
That would be horrible.
It would. So they can actually spread further if you don't keep your dog from, and obviously they're going to get up, go do things. I mean, you can't stop them from moving, but honestly, so we'll go over some symptoms here too, but they probably aren't going to want to do that much.
Yeah, I would agree. If they are to a point where they're not well,
right,
because of the parasite, then they're probably not going to be running full bore. But still, it's like with kids, they get sick and they run around, they get sicker. So, I mean, there are dogs that'll kind of keep going even though they aren't feeling good.
It's true. Yeah.
I think I have a couple.
I think dogs. So. Yeah. My son, sometimes I can't tell he's sick, and then all of a sudden he's got a fever and he can't, doesn't want to get off the couch, and I'm like, what the heck? You were literally running 10 miles an hour like 2 seconds ago. What?
Yeah.
But definitely keep that in mind if that's something that you're dealing with too. Some dogs are just high energy and you can't shut it off.
Yeah.
So,
as you say that, names are running through my head.
I've got names.
Yeah. So what are some of the symptoms for this?
So some of the symptoms, mild persistent cough, lethargy and fatigue, decreased appetite and weight loss, exercise intolerance. Sounds like me. Difficulty breathing, swollen abdomen, fainting, and nosebleeds also.
Gosh, I think maybe I should be seeing the vet.
Oh, heartworms.
Yeah, that sounds kind of like me.
Oh no, that's it. We're going to the vet. But so keep it. And that's you know your dog best, so you want to make sure you're keeping an eye on things. In any case, always want to make sure you're paying attention to your dog's health. But specifically, this will be the heartworm.
I'm sure I'm going to make a few enemies. I'm not the kind of person that every time my dog, farts, I run him to the vet.
Right.
I'm kind of a interactive owner where if my dogs have a problem, I see what I can address myself.
Yeah.
And what I can't, then I do take them to the vet. But, with heartworm, if you're seeing symptoms and they are testing negative for heartworms, then you might want to dig a little further because there could be something going on that you really aren't aware of.
Right.
So, I'm not saying every time your dog is tired, run them to the vet, but it's good to be aware of their, where they're at health-wise. And that is how you notice those things for heartworms and other diseases.
Right.
And you never want to replace good vet care with, Google.
Right.
Or us.
Yes.
I mean,
we know some stuff, but again, we're not professionals.
Right.
Always talk to your vet. I always call my mom first. And if it's concerning enough, then we'll go and talk to a vet. But, that's the last thing you want is to something bad to happen to your dog just because you didn't want to take him to the vet.
Yeah. Or you thought you could figure it out on Google.
Right. Google is not the solution. Okay. It can be helpful, but.
Well, we always research stuff. I mean, we not even just for the podcast, but I mean, information, things that we're not sure of. We always are Googling stuff, but you have to always know when it's important to contact the professionals, whether it's a training issue or a health issue.
Right.
We have limited resources for training professionals in our area.
Yeah.
But, we always, even as involved as we are with the dog world, we still look to the professionals, as should you.
Right. Well, and you look anything up on Google and there's going to be so mmany answers.
And they sometimes oppose each other.
Right. So what's right and what's not.
Yeah.
Just if you definitely, if you're questioning it, just go to the vet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be worth the time and effort. So.
And the blood test might help you,
figure something else out, even if it's not.
And if you do prolong testing for heartworm, it is a fatal disease.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you have a feeling, here it gets back to preventative.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a preventative thinker in so many areas. And, I think it's important not to just look at flea and tick regimen, but also the heartworm.
Right.
So, I mean, if you start them on heartworm care, then, I mean, you're cutting your chances of even having to deal with it way down.
Right. Well, and, I guess mosquitoes are everywhere, no matter where you're at, you're going to find some.
Yeah.
But, they got to go outside. They got to go to the bathroom. I mean, you can't keep them inside. I'll be honest, I've had mosquitoes in my house before.
What?
I know.
Not a mosquito?
Yeah.
Oh.
A whole mosquito.
Oh, man.
Right inside.
Hey, Betty.
Yeah, Donna.
There's this little lady down the road.
No.
Yep, she's got dogs. Dogs.
No.
More than one. I don't know how many, but there are more than one.
It's outrageous.
It is.
Who
and
does
I
that?
heard.
Oh, no.
She had a mosquito in her house.
Not a mosquito.
That was a mosquito.
A whole mosquito. I bet you they all bit up now, aren't they?
They're probably going to, yeah.
Great. Heartworms all around. Huh, Donna?
I've had a little bit of caffeine this morning.
She asked me to make her a cup of coffee when she got here. That's not typical. She usually has a pop or something, but no, we're going. And that was the extra
This
calf.
is I was going to say, this has the extra caffeine in it.
That's the kind of coffee I like to drink.
She said, do you want, this or the extra calf? I'm thinking, don't have to ask me twice. Get me the caffeine.
Extra calf. I need it this Friday.
It is.
So
anyhow, so just think preventative on pretty much anything with your dogs. If you don't want to deal with the problem, you don't want to have those health issues, those behavior problems, get ahead of the game.
Exactly. You got preventative medications in tablets, chewable and non-chewable, both. I prefer anything chewable because, trying to shove it down their throat or hide it in something is just.
Now, back in the day, excuse me, it was a once a month chewable.
Okay.
And I know there were others, but that was the most common at that time. But you said something, there's a shot they can give them now?
There is. They have some topical ones. I believe that's like the flea and tick,
that
similar.
You put between their shoulder blades.
Yep. And then they do have an injection, which obviously that's something that you have to have the vet do at a vet visit. But that lasts for a longer period. I want to say that's a yearly thing.
The shot is?
Yes.
See, I'm not it isn't even just fleas and ticks, but I'm not a huge fan of topical stuff.
No, I don't like it.
Just because it gets on your furniture, it gets on you if you have small children or grandchildren around.
Yep.
I mean, I don't feel good about that. And I'm not saying it's a bad product.
Right.
It's just not in my comfort zone.
Well, and having multiple dogs, sometimes my dogs clean each other.
That's something to think about. Yeah.
Just because they can't reach it, it doesn't mean that Tito is not going to say, Betsy, I see a spot. Let me get it for you.
Right.
And, so
thanks, Tito.
He's so considerate, very, very kind dog.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but that's a true thing too.
Yep.
Could get ingested by
another animal.
Yep.
And most of my dogs don't clean each other, but Tito actually does. So he is the one that makes me think of that. Right. So, there's a lot of different situations that right. Topical stuff just, I don't know. Like you said, it's not a bad product, but not
it's no reflection of the product itself. It's just the application of it that kind of bothers me. And that's my personal choice. That is not to say anything negative.
Right. And if that works for you, that's great.
Yeah. Maybe you have one dog and you're outside a lot and you're not worried about it. So, that's fine. I think that's great.
But please use prevention. There's I guess heartworms really were not as big of a deal. It's really kind of increased more recently. Some of those reasons, a big one is lack of prevention, which people don't talk about it that much. So that could be part of it. But
here we are.
We're
talking about it.
Yeah, we are. Let's get it out there. Make sure you're protecting your dog against that stuff. Some of the other reasons, climate change, that's always a thing. Increased mosquito population. Okay. But
are they counting them?
I gotta wonder because I'm not sure how they came up with that one, but
I don't either.
All right. But an estimated 1 million dogs per year are infected with heartworms. That's
brilliant. That is a lot.
It is. So, let's do better. Let's, if you can prevent it for your own dog, that's going to help other dogs because whatever mosquito lands on your dog is going to go to the next one.
Yep.
So we can do something about it.
Yeah.
We can.
And, I was surprised because you did mention sometimes when we're doing these episodes, we have a little discussion ahead of the game. And you had mentioned a mosquito repellent.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that's specifically mosquitoes or if that's like a bug repellent, but I use like a farm spray on my dogs and they absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
So I was very interested in that in the mosquito repellent to
Yeah.
see if that was something that would be a little easier on my dogs and they might be
Yeah.
more agreeable with. But that's something I swear they got everything, anything they got for people, they got for dogs anymore.
They do now. Heck
So,
yeah.
but make sure when you're using anything on your dog to read the ingredients to make sure it's not a dangerous thing. Like Tori said, your dog's Tito
Yeah.
washes them, so you don't
Yep.
want to put something on a different dog that they'll ingest.
Right. And if you're not sure, give your vet a call again.
Or call the 800 number.
Or you know what? Yeah, we had that conversation.
Yes,
didn't
we did. Checked out customer service.
There you go.
Yeah,
give those people something to do. They're sitting at home these days. Okay.
I wish I was.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to get you in on that.
Yeah.
You probably already know about it. Whatever product.
I know a few, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about the mosquito repellent. So, I mean, just make sure to check those products out because, if one doesn't work, something else might.
Well, exactly. There are options. It's not like there's one thing for, the situation. There's definitely options. And, which we could probably even do an episode on bug repellent in general, but
let's think on that.
Yeah. Because I didn't go too far into it, but that's some good stuff to keep in mind for sure.
Yeah. And I swear between Chewy and Amazon, you can find anything online.
You really can.
Those are the two that whenever I'm searching for something, those Chewy and Amazon pop up all the time.
Every time. Yep. You can find Chewy, it's anything animal. Amazon,
right,
anything in general pretty much. But
yeah, I haven't put a Thunder shirt on anybody I know.
No, I haven't.
Maybe you need one.
I did try a weighted blanket one time.
Oh, I think those trapped. Are terrible. I know, they're awful.
I was like, I want to sit up. I just want, not that I couldn't have, but it felt like someone was trying to hold me down.
Well, you're a small person, so it probably weighed almost what you did.
It probably did.
It's like having a whole person on you.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't know where I got rid of it. I gave it to somebody.
To torture them?
As long as it's not me, whatever.
You're such a caring person.
I do what I can.
But anyhow, so think preventative when you're dealing with your dog's health or behavior, either way. But we do want to thank Keijo for her suggestion on the dog shampoo.
Yes.
And I am going to actually put that on the Primo Corso Facebook.
Okay.
Because we couldn't pronounce it.
Yes.
It looks like and I love getting referrals.
Yeah.
So, from what I read on it, it looked great. But also when I hear someone say how effective something is, that speaks volumes to me.
Well, and especially somebody that
Yeah.
Who is, the dog, the person, they've had it, they've been using this product. It does work.
And this particular individual is very, she takes amazing care of G-Dog.
Very thorough with his.
Yeah, she is on top of pretty much every aspect of that guy's life.
Yes.
So, so I do take, not that she's a genius on dogs, but right. When she has suggestions and I look into it, and thank you very much. That is an excellent, that's helpful.
Thanks for taking care of your dog so well too.
Yeah, we wish all our, Primo Corso kennels, their goal is to put all dogs into homes that are as caring as G-Dog.
Yes.
And that is, I just love that. She's actually the one who also we talked about what are life jackets for dogs.
Yep.
So she sends us some good suggestions, and you can just tell she puts a lot of thought into her dog care.
Well, and that's the thing. That's one reason it's really nice to get updates from, people who have purchased our dogs, because it's great to see the homes that they're living in and the fun things that they get to do and all that, and also how well they're cared for too. It's
Right.
really nice to see that.
Actually, I did get an update from trying to remember all my names on these dogs. Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
He was the puppy that was born March 1st, and he went hunting with his owner.
Oh my goodness.
And I guess he did really good.
Oh, good.
So that is a dog who is outdoors a lot and gets a lot of
Yeah.
interaction, and they are awesome with their dog as well.
Yeah.
But I guess he went hunting.
Well, that's awesome. That's once he's grown, he'll be even better at it.
Yeah, I think we got a love connection there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But so check out Primo Corso Kennels for the post on this shampoo and the antiseptic pads.
Yes.
And we apologize for not being able to pronounce it, but check it out.
Yes. And again, if you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and email us at realtalkdogtalk@yahoo.com, or you can comment down below, and don't forget to hit that follow. Wow. Let me try that. The follow one.
The follow button.
The follow button, not the
hit the follow button.
not whatever that was.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That was a glitch.
It was. So follow.
Okay.
Thanks.
And thank you for joining us. We hope that you will be here for our next podcast.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.